Shalom, shalom. Let's start by giving all glory, honor, praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAKADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and teaching well. Peace and salutations be to the elect. I'm Brother Tazawam, coming at you from the prophets of Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. This lesson is going to be going into Eve. I gotta simplify it, but basically Eve says she hates niggas. Send a white boy her way, and she ended up dating the Edomite, and the Edomite killed her. So this is the common thing that happens. But in this case, we got the actual tweets of what she was saying, evidence of her saying she hate home and she hate her own. She hate Jake, and she wanted the oppressor to come through. She wanted to live like the oppressors. And that he did. And guess what? Now she's not here anymore. All right? So let me grab this article. We get right into the scriptures. It says a 23-year-old black woman who made it clear she preferred white men over black men was stabbed to death by her boyfriend a month after filing a restraining order. He then went head on into her car and set himself on fire. All right, so these Edomites got that kind of mentality, just to destroy everything and themselves in the end. They have a very self-destructive mindset. When the Edomite gets too overwhelmed, they self-destruct, okay? Which I was watching a video earlier. I shared it on my Instagram page about how this woman got into an argument with this Edomite working at a Wendy's about some barbecue sauce or some shit, and she was recording her and kept provoking her, and the Edomite woman just self-destructed and started hitting herself in her head, banging herself in her head and screaming. She didn't really know how to cope or deal with such pressure, and this is just how all Edomites are. All right, that's why the scripture tells you in Revelation 12:12, how Esau going to come down under great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time. He's going to eventually get overwhelmed and self-destruct. And that's why these nuclear missiles were created. It was created so that when these Edomites feel as if there is no other option, or if they're overwhelmed back into a corner, they're going to use the dead man's hand. All right, which dead man's hand is really going to something that Putin has, which if he dies, nukes automatically get sent off. It's a dead man's hand. It's something like what Frieza would do from Dragon Ball Z, the anime Dragon Ball Z, when Frieza said when he knew that he couldn't win and he was going to lose, and it was inevitable for him to lose, he blew up the whole planet, okay, and took everybody else out. Took everybody out with him. So much as a self-destructive method. All right, and he was the oppressor in Dragon Ball Z, and as we see, the oppressor in the real world is Esau Edom. All right. So her tweet said, it was Stacy Janae. It says, "We hate niggas over here." And the next tweet says, "Send a white boy my way." Now, she has some other tweets. It says, "White people never seem to love me as much as I love them. Sigh. We hate niggas over here. I would love to live a white person. I would love to live like a white person in New Orleans. They make the city look so not dirty or hard eyes." She said, "Oh, Kurt. Oh, Kurt. I don't know if I want a white man anymore. They be having all types of problems." You don't know what you want. All right, but that white man that you asked for, if you claiming that you hate the men that birthed you, all right, these women have a self-hatred mindset because without Israelite men, you cannot be. Okay, where do you think you come from? You can't have a black woman without a black man. All right, but you can have a black man without a black woman. All right, so you fatherless bitches got to get your mindset right. Shit like this will happen to you, okay? We hate black men over here. That mean this woman probably had no daddy in her life, okay? Her mom raised her up to to hate her dad or to believe that her dad was a deadbeat and he was never there for her, and fed her all sorts of demonic lies. Okay, and this girl grew up into a woman who hated her own men. Okay, not realizing the type of danger she's really in. We're a nation of the Lord's people, the Lord's children. Okay, here, and the people that are around us is not our people. They're not our neighbors. These are heathen nations that were seeking to devour us and are devouring us to this day. But you wanted to date the oppressor and lay in his bed, and you got what you asked for, not knowing what kind of people these are. Okay, you hate your own men. Well, that's the best you're gonna get. So you better start learning to understand them. Okay, there's no other nation here in this world with as much compassion as Jacob. All right, let me grab this. And this is a warning to all you Eves, you self-hating ass Eves. You hate your own men. And there's another video where another Jake woman was talking about, can we just make them not exist, make black men not exist? You're not understanding, if black men weren't to exist, you wouldn't exist. These bitches are dumb, man. They don't understand what they say. Okay, very foolish and childish. Micah chapter 7 verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Because you, dumbass woman, got it in your head to where this world is what you make it. No, it's what the Lord made it. Okay, and what you got to do now is bend to the Lord's will. Okay, and the best thing you can do is resort to your man. Okay, a Jake man. Okay, and help us build our Israelite empire. Like, you ever seen that show Invincible on Amazon Prime? He said, we need to build the Viltrumite, or what are you doing to help us build the Viltrumite empire? All right, what are you Eves doing to help us build the Israelite empire? If you ain't with Israelite men, you are in vain. Okay, you just walking around doing stupid shit in vain. You're lost, confused. Okay, your duty and your job and service is to the Israelite man, none else. It says, mine eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the street. So these women that hate Jake so much, they're about to find out that they really need Jake the most. Okay, and they're gonna come with that apology letter, groveling in the dirt. Okay, because they're not gonna understand it until things get hard, until oppression gets heavy, until death and destruction is rampant in the streets. Okay, robbery, rape, and murder is all over the place. That's when they'll understand, oh, we need the Israelite man. It's coming to a point where these Edomites are about to lash out, and you about to see their true colors, their true horns. Okay, let me grab this. That's wild, which, it's a beautiful thing to see. Judgment, okay? That's judgment. It's the Lord's judgment, and it's beautiful. The Lord's judgment is beautiful, okay? That's what she asked for. She got what she asked for, and she couldn't handle it, okay? Meaning she was dealing with problems before, leading up to her own death. So she got stabbed to death, and then this Edomite went and killed himself because he couldn't face the consequences. Cowards, okay? When you got on Black Ops, if you get shot, get killed, they'll put you on a knock stage, like a knockdown stage. You're in a prone position or whatever. You're crawling, all right? And you can either fight it, you can either stay alive and hope that somebody comes and rescues you, or it has an option to where you can take the coward's way out. It's literally called take the coward's way out, all right? Which is Jake killing themselves. Okay? Salakia. I don't lost train of thought. Not Jake killing themselves, but whoever playing that game, they can take the coward's way out by killing themselves, shooting themselves, rather than suffering a little longer and hoping to be resurrected or revived. Okay? So there's an option to take the coward's way out instead of facing the consequences, all right, and the pain. But that's what these devils, these Edomites do. They take the coward's way out. Job 39:17, because YAHWAH hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. She doesn't understand what she says when she says these things, like she hates Jake, and she hopes that they can just not exist. Or can you send a white boy your way? You know, she got what she was looking for. Okay, she got what you asked for, and the whole world witnessed it. All right, now it's viral, and that has gotten back to the prophets, and we exposing it. Okay, this is viral. The story is viral enough to reach the prophets, to do a lesson on it and spread it even more, and to the people, and to the people that are actually sincerely looking to serve the Lord and live a righteous life. Okay, the true Israel. It says, because YAHWAH hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. So she ain't got the understanding of the type of situations he's in, the type of danger she's surrounded by. All right, women have the survival skills of the survival skills of a fart, man. All right, the one second the fart is there, the next is gone. I seen that off of a video I just finished watching. You know, somebody said, you have the survival skills of a fart, because you've seen this woman. It was a video of a woman, brother sent it to the chat, supposedly saw a demon and tried to run, but she started fumbling and missing things and looking for things and just panicking and breathing hard and screaming at the demon, saying, leave me alone and shit, can't stop. You know, there's no real survival skills there. These women don't know what to do when pressure hits, when things get hard, all right, or danger is present. In the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 56, because this is a curse, all right? This is a curse upon our own people. For our disobedience towards YAHWAH, he has turned our woman against us, okay, to show us what we have done against him. Deuteronomy 28:56, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not have ventured to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear. For she shall eat them for one of all things secretly in the sage and straightness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. All right, which was prophesied to happen. And it did happen. Okay. But these women have it in their hearts and their minds, okay, to hate their own men. And now they're looking to the other nations, but these nations hate you more than you hate your own men. Okay, these heathens do not care for you or love you. They ain't looking for you. They don't. If you see a Edomite with a Jake woman, it's because he had a fucking a fetish, or he wanted to try something out. All right, some sick weird fetish. Okay, all right, a sick ass kink. Yeah, I just want to do it with her and get it on with. I want to do it with the slave. That's what these Edomites think when they land with you, man. They think, oh yeah, you just a product, like you just an object to be used and then passed along, or just discarded when you're not of any use anymore. You would an Edomite woman or man, if a heated argument unfolds, they always gonna pull out that N-word, okay? And if it's a woman, she gonna try to use the authorities against you, and if it's a man, he gonna kill you himself. Okay, a man gonna kill the Jake woman, and then the Edomite woman gonna try to get the authorities on the Jake man. These are your oppressors. These are our oppressors. Scripture say children rule over us. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. These people were born wicked. Okay? The wicked are, the wicked go astray as soon as they be born. They go about speaking lies. So Edomite is just, yeah, that's the worst thing you can, stoop to. All right. In the book of 2 Corinthians. Oh, Salakia, not 2 Corinthians. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Don't trust your enemy, man. But she probably wouldn't know that this was her enemy in the first place. She considered her own men to be her enemy. Did we not suffer in slavery and hardcore captivity together? Yeah, but she wouldn't know that, would she? Jake women don't care about history. They don't care about things that are sacred and holy and are true. They care about their feelings, their emotions, how they feel, and if they are worshipped or not. And this is why a lot of them fall into the hands of the devil. They fall into the hands of their enemy. They give themselves to their enemy. Okay. For a fetish. Okay, you die because you ain't make him dinner at the right time. Slightest thing you do will turn this Edomite's nose and it's done for you. Your life is over. You wanted to sleep with an unstable creature. You got what you asked for. And now there's no more life in you. Now you up there with the Heavenly Father. And understanding that you were going off down here. Understanding that you was with the enemy. Instead of your own people. Okay? With that, I truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. I cannot want to listen in truth and sincerity. To next Yisrael, I give all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, YAHAWADAH. Shalom.